Here we have a 2020 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD High Country. Has the 6.6 liter turbocharged diesel engine, 10-speed Allison transmission, and is equipped with 4-wheel drive. For the interior, we have your power locks, memory driver seat controls, as well as your power windows here. We also have your power folding and power extending tow mirrors there. Bunch of storage along the bottom by your speaker. You see we do have the Bose sound system equipped on this truck as well. With the High Country, you do get a nice leather interior. This is the black over black combination with some wood and brown trims throughout. And both front seats are fully power operated by the switches on the side, and we have a nice flow-through console down the center. High Country's push-button start found on the dash as such. Starts up nice and easy. So we have a combination of analog and digital displays for the gauge cluster here. You are able to use controls on the steering wheel to go through a variety of different options, as well as menu displays. Over here, we have your drive mode selector, including tow mode. We have your automatic 2-wheel to 4-wheel drive selector, automatic headlights with your bed light, fog lights, as well as your gauge cluster illumination there. We also have a heads-up display on this vehicle, so you can see, so we get this in focus. You can see all the information being displayed on your windshield there. On the back of the steering wheel on both sides, we do have these buttons here that control the audio for the stereo. We do have cruise control on this vehicle with the adaptive cruise control button there, and that adjusts how close you are following the vehicle in front of you. And then we do have your heated steering wheel button included on that side as well. The directional pad on this side does control the screen in the gauge cluster, and then your Bluetooth controls are next to that. We do have a column-mounted shifter for that 10-speed Allison transmission, independent gear select in the middle. When the truck's in reverse, you do have your backup camera, including a 360-degree camera here, and you can use the buttons along the bottom to configure your viewing angle to work with whatever situation you are dealing with there. In the gauge cluster itself, we do have the indicator for front and rear parking sensors on this truck. And with us being close to the curtain behind us, I did get a noticeable vibration in the seat to give you an extra indication that you are closer to something than it thinks you should be. So this is the newer Chevy system, completely touchscreen. You'd use it just like you would your smartphone. You do have AM, FM, and XM radio. You have USB, USB Type-C, and auxiliary ports, Bluetooth connectivity, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We do have some shortcuts along the bottom. Truck does have navigation, so we'll get that loaded up there. See, we're just off the Henday here on Y Road in Sherwood Park. And then you do have some settings under settings, trailering. Actually, if we go into settings, we can take a look at some safety features on this truck. So we do have the alert type. So the like I mentioned before, it does have the seat alert, then forward collision alert, lane departure or lane change alert, then we have parking assist and rear cross traffic alert there. And if we go back, you can see everything else: OnStar, Amazon Alexa, My Chevrolet, Spotify, so on and so forth. And then you can have the camera on at any point, even if you're not in reverse. So we do have some controls below that, just some analog controls for the stereo. Dual zone climate control with ice cold air conditioning. We do have heated and ventilated front seats. Then a lot of buttons along the bottom, so we'll go through them in order. So we have your exhaust brake, lane departure warning, parking sensor toggle. We do have a power tailgate drop on this truck as well. Hazard button, traction control, and then we have your full household style plug toggle and downhill descent control there. Then we have full household style outlet there, 12-volt cigarette light style outlet. Then we have a USB and USB Type-C port there, and the integrated trailer brake right beside that. Your wireless phone charger is in the center. Since the shifter is column mounted, you do have all this space here. 2 cup holders in the middle, an absolutely giant armrest all throughout the middle there, 2 cup holders towards the back. So in here, you have a ton of storage space, nice little handy light there to help out. And here we have your SD card reader in addition to your USB, USB Type-C, and auxiliary ports in there as well. We do have an auto-dimming rear view mirror, but this does have the Chevy camera-operated rear view mirror. So say your truck bed's full of something, maybe even your back seat's full of something you can't see through, you just flip the switch and it goes and shows you what's behind the vehicle through a camera. Then we do have your OnStar controls, as well as your dome light controls, 3-car garage door opener. We also have a power sliding rear window, as you can see. And then lastly, we do have your sunroof controls included in that stack for the nice big sunroof above the front passengers. The truck is equipped with 20-inch factory alloy wheels wrapped in Goodyear Wrangler tires. We do have a sleek black color for the exterior with some chrome accenting all throughout. Up front, you'll find LED headlights in addition to LED fog lights down below. We do have these tow loops on either side in the front grille. Parking sensors paint matched all along the front bumper as well. So we do have a two-tone chrome for the front grille. So we have the normal chrome and then the more bronze gold color for the High Country package, which I think is a really nice touch. And included in that, you do have High Country between the front headlights. Engine block heater plug-in is at the bottom of the front valence there. Big tow mirrors, like I mentioned, folding and extending. Then we have the badging for the Allison transmission and the DuraMax engine. High Country badge on the fender. 2500 HD on the door panel. Running boards all along the bottom. Then we have intelligent access on all the door handles. Tinted rear windows in the back. We also have your side steps on the truck bed. Gas cap on the driver, or sorry, diesel cap on the driver's side for what that's worth. Four-wheel disc brakes, heavy-duty leaf spring suspension in the rear. And then you can see your spare tire mounted underneath the truck bed as well. Paint match rear bumper in the back. We do have the rear bumper corner steps on both sides. Paint match parking sensors along there. Then we do have your trailer hitch receiver right in the middle and the wiring off to the side where your license plate will go. Then we have your badging for Silverado, Chevrolet all across the tailgate there, and then High Country on the passenger side. Drop the tailgate, press the button there, it goes down smoothly all on its own. And in the back, you will notice we do have spray and bed liner on this truck already. Holes already in place for your fifth wheel hitch if you do end up putting one in. Wiring for that as well. And then lots of tie down points all throughout the truck bed as well. And when you're done, lift this back up, latches back into place, and you are all good to go. For the rear interior, we have your power window switch in the middle, door handle above, speaker and storage down below. You do get a ton of legroom and headroom in the back of the 2500. Same nice leather upholstery all throughout the rear to match the front. We do have an armrest that folds down here, giving you two cup holders and a little storage area in the middle, and a nice sturdy place to put your arm. On each side, we also have these storage compartments from the opening doors that are the rear seats. Chassis anchors, little cutouts all along the bottom, super easy to find, with the upper ones being behind the headrests. You are able to fold up the rear seats, they come up in a 60-40 split and lock into place as such. Then we have a spare jack there for accessing or for emergencies. All weather mats all throughout the interior. Then we have storage pockets on the back of both the front seats. Two cup holders in the middle that I showed before. We also have a 12-volt cigarette lighter cell outlet, USB and USB Type-C port between the rear climate control vents, and the rear seats are heated, and you can have the buttons for those just above the USB ports. And that was the 2020 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD High Country. If you're interested in this luxurious diesel-powered heavy-duty pickup truck, you can go to partsmaster.ca to fill out the form of what test drive. In doing so, get your $25 each gift card for 10 days. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you soon.